be good to start in just a moment. Hello there. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay. I see, I see the neuro emote. Hold on. Let me see if I have it. This thingy. Okay. Alright, so hello Gideoneer, hello Stuffy Sneeze, hello Sparks Maker, hello Wolf with Sword, hello Alex, and hello Spooky One. Is everyone doing okay today? It is Wednesday, a very special Wednesday. It's Christmas Eve. Someone chose cider, for what we're drinking today. This is obviously non-alcoholic. I don't drink actual alcohol. See, it's juice. It is juice, non-alcoholic juice. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okie dokie. Very good. Okay. So we are trying to make the chat-controlled popcorn maker. Have to kind of remember where we're at. I haven't touched it, obviously, since last stream. Again, hopefully everyone is doing okay on this Wednesday, and if you're not, that's perfectly okay too. You know, we're here. We're here for this. So yeah, let's get going. So again, the objective is to make a popcorn maker. So in order to do that, we are going to need to control... Oh, hello, Brink. Doing holiday things. We'll be in later. Oh, okay, good to hear. And also, hello. Whoop. Okay. So again, we will be working on the popcorn maker. We need something to dispense sprinkles. We need something to essentially apply the heat. And we need to get it like stirred and coming together. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. So probably a lot of the background software and hardware for getting it all to work. And neither Christmas, my family, or my sleep schedule can stop me from making number go up. Only Teenth stealing it because too many streams open at once. Oh, okay. I've altered my nickname. Rip my stream streak. I unfortunately don't know who you are, Tyneck. Apologies. Give me 27 seconds and a half. Herm. Okay, you're a VR player. Got it. Okay. Anyways. Whew, let's just go ahead and get started. Hopefully everyone has had a good set of holidays so far, even though they haven't quite yet begun. I need to just get everything in place. I feel like I'm missing... I'm definitely missing someone. Congrats, you've stolen me from Reddy's viewer account. Oh. That's rough. That's rough for Reddy. That's rough for Reddy. Maybe we can collab together. We definitely could. I'm pretty sure we do similar stuff, or similar enough stuff that we can collab. I just want to double check that this is okay, and then we'll be good to go. Do not worry, I'm just a shadow of a chat box here. Okay, if you say so. Watching without audio. Okay. Maker collabs. Dude, I want to do a maker collab soon. That's definitely potentially in the works with a certain someone, but I'm not sure how long it will take to have it fully ready to go. Oh, why was that so delayed? Okay, that was a little delayed. I wasn't huge on that. Okay, the connection's not great. Yeah, but these shouldn't have any input lag, so it's kind of disconcerting, especially since they're brand new ones. Let me make sure I have the right one. Okay. Then the second thing that we need to pay attention to is our stepper motor stuff. Okay, so the primary thing that we need to figure out today is our... Oh, hello, goblins. Welcome in. And hello, Stray Crow. Welcome in. I forgot to say welcome in to you. Okay. So, if we take a quick look over here, we need to essentially figure out why we are having issues with our spin rate on our stepper motor. I'm not 100% sure why. I have some suspicions, but if not, we will figure it out one way or the other. I'm pretty confident we'll figure it out. So the easiest way is just to get it powered and dive in, I suppose. So let me just get that started. But yeah, I'm not sure if you guys have gotten your Christmas presents yet. I'm always a big struggle to buy Christmas presents for, I feel like. Because honestly, if I need anything, I kind of just buy it. So it's pretty hard to shop for me, unfortunately. Okay, that's moving super slow. Let me just apply a piece of tape to this so you guys can see the speed. Also, hello, Linted. Merry Christmas Eve. Oh, dude, we should have done like a meetup or something today. McDonald's gift voucher. My coworkers legitimately get me McDonald's gift vouchers all the time. Like, that's the go-to present if I am, like, gifted a present. Like, unironically. Also, hello, Pokemon. Welcome in. I thought you were supposed to be, you know, at a certain place. Oh, yeah, there's the one I wanted to get. And again, if anyone would like a Christmas gift and hasn't gotten one, let me know. Let me know. Perhaps I can get you a Christmas present. Difficult choices when you have having to watch streams at the same time. Yeah, that's definitely true, though. I don't know. It's difficult. At least it would be difficult for me to watch multiple streams at the same time. Frankly, I don't know how people do it. But let us get reprogramming. Ready got demoted to the second screen. Dude, okay, to be honest, guys, I know what I am. I'm second screen content. I feel like I'm second screen content. One day, I aspire to be first screen content. Like, one day, I really hope I'm on someone's first screen. That would be pog. That would be awfully pog. But I'm okay being second monitor content. That's kind of the vibes. That tea's very good. I'm not sure if I like that tea more. Oh yes, and today's tea is another what's the word? Earl Grey tea that I got for Christmas. Ooh. It's either this or read. So you're a second behind. Oh my gosh, I see. 100% don't you have you on the second monitor while playing Minecraft? I mean, to be fair, I would have me on the second monitor while playing Minecraft too. Okay. Something that is bothering me is this connection doesn't seem that stable. Something that we may need to do is... Hold on. Let's see if it runs, first of all. It does not appear to be running. Nor do I feel the motor running. Okay. Something that I want to do is make sure that we are commonly grounded. To do that, I am going to need to make a bigger breadboard. Give me a sec. Ori, worse Ori and Pip with... I'm sorry, and Pip? Performance improvement plan. Also, hello, Drop Frame, welcome in. I want to make a slightly bigger ground rail, so I'm going to use 2 of these. I also need to get those... I forgot who suggested it, but I need to get the second... I need to get the second... What's the word? I'm trying to come up with the word. The second... Not monitor. What if I could use ratcheting cutters for this? Reddy's gonna watch this chat and tear up our Xmas cards. He made you guys Xmas cards? Oh, that's so sweet. Again, after stream today, I will be around. all night. And probably some of tomorrow as well, just in case people don't have the holidays to spend with anyone. You guys get Xmas cards? I mean, one of them was cards. One of the options were cards. Also, hello, Talirine, welcome in. Figurative Xmas cards. Oh, okay. Okay. Again, I'm just gonna cut this around the middle. So glad you swapped Eat Crowns for Drink Cider. Oh no, Eat Crowns is still on there. Wait, is it not still on there as like a redeem? Open cards, drink cider, eat chocolate. Oh, it's not! Oh my gosh, it's not! I must have... I must have, like, unconsciously removed it. Once I watched Ori, played Arc Raiders, then went to work at 6 a.m. Don't fix it. Don't worry, I won't fix it. Okay, just need to get this guy cut. So, I'm officially on break now. No more, honestly, Ori VODs make great co-working session / body doubling. Body doubling? I don't know what body doubling means. But if you... But that's good. That's good. Okay, I'm just gonna try to cut this guy. Down the middle-ish. Please don't go too bad. Please don't go too bad. Okay, so the reason why I had to make a bigger one, so if you take a quick look at this, whoppers, I'm actually out of grounds because, hold on, essentially these two are being used for our controller. So it would normally look like this, and this. Oh my gosh, okay. We're having a bit of problems with the wire. I'm gonna swap these guys out with DuPont real quick. DuPont will probably be easier. Okay. Gonna swap these two out. They're not doing well. And then I need my screwdriver for that. Okay. What was that tool? What was that tool and what's it supposed to be used for? Oh, so the tool that we are looking at is a pipe cutter. So this is a ratcheting pipe cutter that's typically used for PVC. I use it for cutting anything because I'm not that strong, so ratcheting helps quite a bit. And also, hello Ty, thank you for the posture check. My posture... My posture is good. My mic just freaked out, which is not good. Give me a moment. Retro Raggy. Retro Raggy. May have killed the USB controller on accident. Fun fact, traffic in California is always bad, but heavy rain makes it worse. I see. I see. We heard elevator music? That's okay. My life is a bunch of elevator music, right? Kinda does feel like life is just one big elevator music game. Dude, that's actually so true. Oh my gosh, life is just an elevator. Hello, Muke. Merry Christmas. How are you doing today, Muke? I forgot whose stream I saw you in, but I did see you in someone's stream. Who had EMP on Ori Bingo? Wasn't me. I did not have EMP, unfortunately. I'm just switching to DuPont because it wasn't going into our wires. It was not going into the socket that well. Okay. That's not what I want to put you in for VCC. Okay. Oh, hey, Art Universe. Welcome in. I just survived Christmas. We do celebrating on 24th year, so now I've been doing great. That's good to hear. We, in my family, Well, actually, this year we're celebrating on the 23rd, the 24th, and a bit on the 25th, maybe? I'm not quite sure if we're actually celebrating on the 25th, but I know I have an open invitation. It's fun, but so much family stuff is exhausting. Yeah, that's definitely big true. Sorry. I'm sure we're all relatively similar when it comes to that type of stuff. Let's go down slightly, hold on. Okie dokie. But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. If anyone needs a Christmas present who has not gotten a Christmas present, please let me know. And maybe I can make something happen. My dad got me a Lego Game Boy, which is cool. Oh, nice. Is it functional, or is it like just like a model one? Okay, I'm gonna replace the wires real quick on this guy. So one issue that I thought it might be is that we're having a floating ground issue affecting our signal. So what we're going to do is we are going to tie our grounds together. This is a very common thing to do and something that you should do every time, though usually it's not 100% necessary every time. The old Game Boy is super iconic. Okay, nice. I actually got... I'll put this slightly further forward. I actually got a Lego thingy in the White Elephant gift exchange thing that my family did. Okie dokie. Okay. Oh. Today is my oldest birthday. He's getting luggage and an eviction notice for his 18th birthday, JK. Okay, I feel like that's like pushing a bird out of its nest before it's ready. Sparks, that feels just a tad bit cruel. I feel like you can't really do that anymore. I mean, I guess you can. It's just not advisable, right? At least he's getting a bag of luggage, though, you know? Let's go and get you grounded. You, sir, are grounded. Actually, ideally, I should put you on the ground close to the command pins, just in case that matters. It shouldn't. Emotional luggage? Oh, dude, I already got quite enough of that, thank you. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get the connection and see if that changed the performance. I'm thinking it will, but in case it doesn't, we shall see. Okay. Oh yes, and if it catches on fire, apologies. But I don't think it's going to catch on fire. But if it does, you know, it does. Dear gosh, I am not even a whole year older than he is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Sparks is our resident boomer. Alright, so you'll see that it's going quite a bit faster. So it was a shared groundism that was the issue. It's kind of what I expected, to be perfectly honest. So essentially what was happening, it was choking out the commands. So what gave me the hint that the common ground was the issue. Let me see if I can show y'all. Okay. A, it's always the common ground, but B, if we take a look over here, whenever I was changing the delay to be longer, the steps looked clearer, and then I could feel it coming on and off. Like, I could feel it turning on and off, so that was how I made the conclusion, because essentially if I bumped this down, it would for some reason get it A would no longer happen, or B would get significantly slower. So I think it's good as is, and if we make this even faster, we should be able to spin it faster, though it's not currently necessary. I'm just gonna set this at 100 microseconds. That being 0.1 milliseconds, I think. It should be 0.1 milliseconds. So that's a cutie note. But I would expect them to continue doing choirs and be employed or go to school. Choirs? Wait, why do they have to do choirs out of curiosity? That's oddly specific. That's an oddly specific requirement. I'm not like doubting your parental style, but like, why do they have to go to choir? You know? Oh, chores. Okay. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. There was a brief time that I got to sing in a choir that I was not particularly good at singing. I know how to sing, I'm just not particularly good at it. Okay, let's get this guy spinning. Okay. Power go on, spin go spin. Okay, so that's looking fine. Let's go ahead and move on to the next portion. Next portion, I'm going to need to control these guys. So essentially, I'm going to use a power relay and tie it to a common power relay here. It's another reason why I wanted to. Singer be evicted. Okay, listen. It's not that way in like Footloose Town, but there's gotta be like some town where that's the case. Okay, there's a reality where people are judged based on how well they sing. It's this month, but you know. Okay. Sorry, just needed a drink of water. Next thing I need to check is that we have enough GPIO. We'll have just enough. Okay. Okie dokie. Need to get these guys wired up, so give me just a moment. Now I have a mental image of Sparks chasing their kids around a church choir spinning a bullwhip. You had an interesting time, Milk. Also, has anyone ever told you that your name sounds like a Pokemon? I'm not sure if anyone's told you that before, but your name sounds like a Pokemon's name. It may just be the Chikorita by your name that's like giving me those vibes, but your name in general. Okay. Gonna need male to female, male to male. Okay, male to male first. So something that I need to worry about is the 3.3 volts. I do have enough 3 volts. I do have enough 3 volts in grounds that I could probably just... Okay, I'm going to try to get away with not having to establish a separate ground plane for 3.3 volts, and I'm just going to use the pins attached to our Arduino, or our ESP8266, same difference. So if you take a look at the diagram, you'll see that on the bottom right you have a ground and a 3.3 volts, so that will be for one of the power relays, and then for the other power relay on the left side in the bottom middle-ish, you'll see another 3.3 in ground. We will use those. So that's the rough plan. Again, oh dude, Random Nerd Tutorials is great. Go there if you're ever looking for stuff. Okay. Let us get it to go. I've been using that sheet as reference for like ever. It's a great use as reference. Okay. So if I'm using those, I need male to female. Okay, so we're gonna need 4 male to females. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and get these guys hooked up. We are going to take a look at our normally open connection method relay. So if you guys take a look over here, you'll see we are paying attention to the one on the right, which is the normally open connection method. So we have our signal trigger in the top right. We have our DC supply negative in 3 volts or 5 volts. I think it's actually supposed to be 5 volts, but it works on 3.3 volts. DC supply positive. And then on the other side, you have the actual source that you're connecting to, aka the power, and the actual controlled device. So we are going to connect the solenoids to the controlled device area, and to the live wire, we are going to be attaching it to our 12 volt ground, or our 12 volt and ground that is supplied here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okie dokie. Also, dude, I feel like I could really use some rest right now. I'm not sure if anyone else is getting those vibes, but with the end of the year, I feel like maybe it's just the year being shorter and everything. I'm pretty sure everyone somehow ended up on Random Nerd while looking stuff up. Yeah, exactly. I always need more rest. Exactly. Just need to get stuff connected. Where did I put it? Hello? Oh my gosh. Wire management is so hard when you aren't paying full attention to it. Where is it? You lose your train of thought for 1 second and then you lose your wires. I guess that's kind of how life works. Okay. Hello, Tyneck. Welcome in. The end of the year burnout is always bad, though. Yeah, dude, I feel like that is the case. End of year burnout's definitely... Oh, Maple! Thank you so much for the raid, Maple. You're streaming today. I did not know. I just got home myself from a Christmas party. How was the stream? What were you guys streaming? Oh, Maple QB. But yeah, follow Maple QB. She is a VTuber. She was streaming Chex Watch retro games. Yar, welcome in. Welcome in. How was stream? Sorry. My throat is kind of killing me right now. Okay. Thank you for the posture check, Alex. It's appreciated. We are doing just dandelions. I was streaming some retro games, Sega Genesis specifically. I always get holiday vibes from that system, so thought it was appropriate. How was the party? The party was pretty okay. It's actually... Okay. So, my family is kind of split down the middle when it comes to cultures, if that makes any sense. And we still celebrate Christmas, mind you. But, like, half kind of does, half kind of doesn't type thing. So, essentially, the party... The food at the party is, like, half normal, like, what you would think of, like, standard Christmas fare food. And then, like, half, like, completely random Asian food. Which isn't necessarily bad, it's just, like... I don't know. It's just a little bit, you know, different. Which is fine. Thank you, Tyneck. I will hydrate. So I got the opportunity to eat quite a bit of different foods. I had some shrimp crackers, which was very good. But yeah, we tend to have a lot of different foods. And then it was also like kind of potlucky, so it was even more random. Sounds like one holiday party I went to, there was roast duck and KFC at the same table. Okay, I'm going to list everything that was at. How does the dishes compare to McDonald's? They aren't McDonald's out of McDonald's. That's how they compare. And also, yeah, what game are you playing on the Genesis? Okay. Yeah, so we had... Okay, so we did have duck. We had, again, like, fried shrimp crackers, which were kind of weird. Champ, like, some... no, there's just, like, too many things. I don't even want to go through, like... It went from, like... Blah. You know? I played lots of different games. Yay, Oriana lore? Nah, you guys don't need Oriana lore. That's not necessary to the plot. I probably shouldn't have said that anywho. Let's get this guy hooked in. Ground in 3 volts. Okay, so both these guys are going to be powered by our microcontroller rails. Both of them turned on with no issue. Now we just need to check that their signal triggers are going to work. So for that, we are going to be connecting it, if you guys can see the silk screen. Oh. Turn it around. We will be connecting it to D5, or actually D5 is already connected. We'll be connecting it to D6 and D7. So those are the only 2 GPIO pins that are bidirectional, that don't have any specialties on boot, that we can use, so we're going to be utilizing those too. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so D6, D7. You know, okay. I was thinking in general about streaming today. I bet today a lot of people don't try new streamers. Would you guys say that's the case? That is something that popped into my head while I was driving home today. That I bet a lot of people don't try new streamers on this particular day of the year. Like, I would bet good money, if I could see Twitch.tv's analytics, I'd bet good money that a majority of people, like, there's less people exploring different streamers at this time. But I mean, I don't have any, like, conclusive grounds for that. I'd just be very interested to see the statistics, because I'm sure they have them. All the retro vibes. Okie dokie. Also, please let me know if the stream is slightly behind or ahead. I think we may just be slightly behind the curve at the moment. I'd say more, but because less people are streaming, I bet as a whole that's true, but I've seen a lot of new faces. Oh, okay. A lot of streamers don't stream on Christmas, so maybe people have to find a new streamer. Would love to dig into the Twitch stats. Okay, guys, so hear me out. Hear me out. I go undercover and get a job at Twitch, okay? I go undercover, get a job at Twitch. I go to John Twitch and ask for a job. Do it. That would be hilarious, but I'm not sure if they would, if that company would hire me. Though I definitely have played I've definitely played around with the idea of applying to work there. You know, maybe as a goal sometime. It's just Amazon. Yeah, but doesn't Amazon kind of drive their workers, you know, hard? Like, I don't mind working hard, but, like, I do mind working more than 8 hours a day. Or rather, I mind working more than 40 hours a week. Like, I super mind that. Depends on the department, probably. Also, if it's Twitch, it would definitely be like... I used to do Robin rotation software development category. I've not have thought about doing it on science, though. You would hate it, but I bet you can do it. I actually don't know anything about web dev stuff. Okay, let's get this guy hooked up. And you hooked up. So again, we are connecting these guys to D6 and D7. Okay. Yeah, the last time that I did web stuff was... I'm trying to think if I did any in high school. I don't think I did any in high school because by then we got into practical, or not like practical, but more embedded level programming. Yeah, no, I don't think we did any web past middle school. Which is unfortunate. I wish I knew just a bit more about web stuff, but unfortunately I never got around to it. Dude, it was to the point though, I distinctly remember, because I moved in the middle of 8th grade from... I moved in the middle of 8th grade from one school to another school. And obviously that's not a great grade to move in from. Like, you're in a really awkward position, right? Just in general, as a human being. But I remember I did everyone's assignment. Like, a good 90% of the people in that class's assignment, like, I made so many websites, man. I made so many websites because they would just be like, oh, Ori, can you come help me with this? Oh, Ori, can you come help me with this? And then I kind of just would do the entire thing for them. But, like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But, you know, hindsight's 20/20. I made a lot of random websites. Okie dokie. I dislike page making. I would rather do back-end stuff. Maybe modern web dev is more insanity I do not want to touch. Yeah, apparently I can scare web devs by just saying, like, the magical words, center a div. I have no idea what a div is. Or centering it would be. But, apparently that is, something out there. So let me take another drink of water. I'm gonna drink a tea, actually. Flex grid. That tea's not great. That is like the SpongeBob meme? Wait, what is like the SpongeBob meme? Apologies, my hair keeps getting in my face. To be fair, backend, CI/CD, cloud computing is all included in the term web dev here. I feel like CI/CD really shouldn't be considered a web dev thing. If you want to scare a web dev team, tell them they can't use framework. If they get scared, they deserve it. Okay, Wolf, are you the type of person who writes custom applications for everything? Because I feel like you are. Like, I definitely feel like you are the type of person to probably write... to not use, like, common libraries and to write your own libraries. It depends on how bad the frameworks are. Oh, okay. Need to check. Live wire controlled device. Yes, that's correct. I like common libraries, but many such. Okay. Okay. Again, you strike me as a type of person to just, like, write their own libraries or own functions for absolutely everything. I say this because I do that quite often. But, okay, to be fair, I'm not even good at, like, utilizing libraries, which is kind of bad of me, but, just not good at it. You don't like React. Angular is fine, but it's... But you like raw dogging, HTML, CSS, JS, JavaScript, maybe with jQuery for convenience. Oh, okay. Alright, you guys in. control devices. Mainly we'll use VUI, or VUE for front end, Spring Boot for back end. Okay. These are both powered devices. This guy touch to a power. Okie dokie. The thing that we have left is we need to connect these devices. Probably use DuPont for them. I'm gonna use male to female DuPont because I have a feeling that we are going to need the length on the wire. I should check at work what front end does, but I am way too removed from all of it. Don't worry about it. It's not pretty, but it kinda works. Kinda like me. Oh, whoa. Okay. So I do know how to say it properly. I'm just not going to. But where did that even come from? Where did ooh even come from, you know? Does anyone actually happen to know the etymology behind that? Without looking it up, I had a massive craving for Spam and Rice. Ooh, dude, I love Spam and Rice. It's a smiley. Oh, okay. I think it's based on an emoticon. U is the eyes. W is the mouth. Wait, how are the U's the eye? In what world are U's eyes? How does a U make an eye there? Sleepy cat? Oh, okay. Also, hello, Maple. Hello again. Did you ever say what game you were playing, by the way? You said you played many different games. That's what it was. Stuff like this. Okay, so I feel like Gideoneer, that's like super easy. That is clearly like a bear. That, I don't know, whenever I see that, I see like a little bear. Gideoneer, they are eyelids. Imagine eyes closed. See, it's hard for me to imagine that type of stuff usually. But sure. Anyways. Oh, is a cat. You is a cat with its eyes closed. Okay. Just got a very slight, sharp shot of pain. Yippee. Right. Now we just need the other one set up. Then we'll probably need to get the hot glue gun on. I should probably have turned the hot glue gun on. But that's okay. That's future me's fault. Or problem. By future me, actually no. I'm gonna make future me happy and turn on the hot glue gun. Someone will have to remind me later to turn it off. But it's okay. For now, we keep it on. Okay. So, that kind of remind me of the Kirby dance was a thing. Dude, I loved Kirby dance. Like, I love Kirby. Kirby's so cute. Okay. Just need to get this wired in. Alright, so what we are essentially doing right now is we are... Yeah, we will do Remind falls asleep in the corner. Okay. Oh, yes, but as I was saying, what we are hoping to be able to get to is just control the solenoids with the chat controlled or with GPIO. Once we get to that point, we can probably move on to... We're gonna have to figure out the stirring solution. I'm also gonna have to grab a pan. And I think the pan that I'm looking at is too small. So I'm gonna need a different pan. Oh, dude, I need to make a bot that does that. I really need to make a robot that does that. It just, like, puts the Ooh. Dude. Wait, we should make that a project. Okay, like, it's a little robot that chat can flip over the table, and then it will put the table back. I think that's pretty gas, guys. remind me of the boxes that close themselves. We've already done a pointless box before. Though. And it actually turned out really well, which I was happy about, but, like, maybe we could do it better. But I felt like it was actually a good implementation of it. Like a chat-controlled flipping a menu table or resetting it depending on what chat does. Yes. Yes, Wolf. Okay. That feels wired. What's next is we need to write the code to actuate these. What I'm just going to do is have it run through our current... I will have it run through. You should upload the VOD to YouTube if you still have it. Oh, you could use electromagnet. Yeah, that would be the Thought Goblins, but I am not sure. So, I only keep, like, probably about a fifth of the project's assembled Nuke. So, if I particularly like a project, I'll keep it assembled. So, like, the... Like, ones in recent memory that are still assembled right now are our painting robot and the mind reader device. Or the mind, like, communication device. Like, those two are still assembled. But everything else in recent memory is... should be disassembled. Are the hippos still assembled? No. No, those were disassembled for therapy reasons. Those were scrapped for therapy reasons. Okay. We need... this table open. Okay. Alright, so again, we are using pin D6 and D7 on the silk screen, which correlate to GPIO 12 and GPIO 13. So please remember 12 and 13, and we will be toggling those as outputs. So, what I'm going to do here is pin mode, 12, output, and do the same thing, pin mode, 13, output. All caps, of course. And now, after this part, I just want to toggle these. So, pin mode, 12 high. This won't work as expected, hold on. Give me just a second. I'm essentially making some tester code to make sure that our power relays and our solenoids are working. After that, it should place us in a bit better of a situation. We'll also need to hook in the chat controls and other things. Also, again, the hot glue gun needs to get in place as we figure out stuff, but that is not here nor there yet. Right, I need to reprogram our device. Give me a sec. This guy goes here. Alright, so let's go ahead and reprogram it and see if it works. I did not make the code. I made code that compiles, but code that will not work. This should work. Then also we will need to apply power. So it is flashing to the board. As it's flashing to the board, what I'm going to do is hook up our power. So give me a second to get our benchtop power supply hooked up. Make sure they are not technically touching, as that would be bad. Okay, there we go. And what we should see is we should see this motor move. And we should see these actuate whenever we apply power. again. Starts looking like spaghetti. It's okay. Listen, having things clean and in order is cringe. You've heard of mise en place. Now get ready for not mise en place. Okay, so spin. That's expected. The thing that I'm immediately seeing is that the trigger doesn't appear to be triggering it. Interesting. Okay. So something that I'm seeing is our GPIOs are not triggering properly. Let's go ahead and take another look at it. I am just going to set both of them to high mode. Okay, there's actually another error about this. Let me turn off the power supply and let me see if you guys can notice the error real quick. I do know what the error is, but just for the same reason, if you take a quick look here, you may be able to tell the error. I'll give you guys a second as I drink a little bit of tea. Okay, delicious tea. Alright, so the issue here was pin mode's the wrong way of doing this. It's a digital write. These should be digital writes, not pin mode. That was the issue. I actually don't have any orange at the moment. Cogs. Also, hello, Cogs. Hopefully you've been doing okay. I hope you're having a good set of holidays. Also, how was the gift exchange, Brink? I escaped church. They only let me play with fire for one song. I'm sorry, play with fire? I'm confused by what you mean by play with fire. Hopefully not actual fire, because that would be dangerous. Holding a candle? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and turn this guy on. Alright, so both these should actuate. One actuated. Let's see if the other one is actuate. Alright, so we're not seeing this guy turn on. That's slightly problematic. Give me a second, I'm reading the code. I'm going to throw a quick set of delays just to make sure. And then we'll check the device otherwise. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put a big delay here, just in case it was taking a while to trigger. Both trigger high, both trigger low, 13 and 12, that is the pins that we are trying to capture or get. 12 and 13, yeah? That looks correct. Okay. Christmas Eve vigils tend to be candlelit. Oh, okay. I can't say I've ever been to a church on Christmas. Alrighty. Alright. So, same relative thing. So, you see that this guy's turning on, this one's not turning on. Wow. That is such an obscure issue. Okay, I know what the issue is. I'm just gonna turn this guy off real quick. So, just gonna zoom in a bit so you guys can see what the issue is. Is it the right pin? Yes, so it's the right pin. The problem is that they do not have a jumper connected. So it's actually missing a jumper. Let me unplug it. So this guy right here is supposed to have a jumper attached. I was going to replace the device, actually, but just add a jumper pin, see if that fixes it. Alright, we'll see if that fixes the issue. Alright, so you'll see them both come on now. That's what's expected. Then turn off, and then both come on. Alright, and then let's go ahead and see if both solenoids are actuating. Uh-oh. Okay, so we aren't seeing this one actually. Okay, so we aren't seeing any actuation here. Let's go ahead and run a quick trace back. Make sure our device is being plugged in. It is being plugged in. What I'm going to do real quick is swap these two out. It might be. No, it shouldn't be. No, this is working. I know for a fact this is working. Okay, so I have both of them disconnected. The thing that I want to check is if I can hear this one actuating. So again, we're looking for it. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Gotta do some background tracing now. That's common supply ground. That's there. Okay, so this one should turn on. Just a second. Okay, so I'm not hearing the switch on this guy turn on. So usually it will make an audible switch. So if I put this guy like close to the mic, or rather put the mic close to it, you'll see that, yeah, no relay noise. So the mechanical part of the relay is busted. There's one thing we can do real quick, which is just like percussive. It's very unlikely to fix the issue, but you know, there's always the possibility. You know, percussive maintenance never hurt anyone, except for humans, I guess. I'm not expecting it to work. Okay, no. So this guy's not going to work. So what we are going to do real quick is we are going to swap this guy out with a working device. So give me a moment to grab another power relay, and I need to pitch this guy in the trash. Let me actually undo this, then pitch it. Unfortunate. You hate to see it. Sometimes the devices don't last that long. Unfortunately, I found that the power relays can be slightly unreliable when it comes to their durability. Like, usually they'll let me use them for a few projects, but after that, they tend to, unfortunately, fall apart. Okie dokie. And okie dokie. And okie dokie. Alright, let me go ahead and swap this guy out. 1 second. Okay, I have returned. Let's go ahead and, again, since we are swapping this out, give me a sec. Okay. This is control device. Control device goes here. We are just wiring it back up. Wait, is that an Audio Technica broadcast headset? I just realized that was a headset mic. Oh yes. Is something the matter with that, Brink? It was the headset that I was suggested. I would actually suggest it. In my opinion, it sounds better than my actual boom mic. So I do have a boom mic, I just never use it. Unfortunately, it doesn't get much mileage. Iron Saint. Wait, what's wrong, Iron Saint? Is something the matter, Iron Saint? What is the issue? What is the issue that you spot? Besides the cable management. I was always told Audio Technica was good stuff. It is good stuff. Again, it lets you hear side tone, which is good to make sure the mic is constantly working. But all mics have that pretty much nowadays. Okay, GPIO, so that's the trigger and then ground power. Also, how are we gonna high five fellow side tone enjoyer? Again, it's more or less just enough so I can tell that it's on. That Pro Esports used for casters. I just rarely see streamers use them. They are a bit pricey, I think. Maybe that's the reason why. But I should not purport on something that I do not know. Also, there's gotta be a better way to do power relays than this. There's gotta be a better way. Like, I kind of mentally want to refuse the idea that there isn't a, like, better way of doing this. I cannot do side tone. That's fair. Just about every mic I supports side tone. I always have internal side tone. I think my microphone should be in my chat info if you do want to get it for yourself. I would suggest it. It has lasted a while. I will probably need to buy a new one soon, though. Because I am about to break mine, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, let's go ahead and reprogram this guy. Or actually, it doesn't need to be reprogrammed, just needs to be ran. Ground D5. D5. Yes, it is the USB one. Sorry, I might need to explain. Internal side tone is basically just wired from the mic directly into the headset, so it has zero perceived delay. Oh yes, that is what is important. Because if you have any delay, it will mess up you. It will, like, mess up the way you talk. Like, very badly. Hold on. Okay, it should be fine. Okay, so we should see both these guys actuate. That's all we need to see for this guy and this guy to be actuating. So they are both actuating, so that's good. What percentage of Ori breaking things is just because of bad electronic wiring in it? That would be really, really sad Pokemon. That would be absolutely, like, that would make me very sad if that was the case. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy off to the side while we work on our other portion. So I'm just gonna kind of move this guy. We're gonna move you over. Okay. So next, what we need to be paying attention to is this guy over here. So what I'm thinking is that, for a lack of a better word, okay, guys, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Let me cook. Let me cook. This isn't the pan we'll actually use. But if we put the pan like this, and then it's able to rotate, if it's able to, like, rotate back and forth rapidly to shake, what do you guys think? You think that could work? Like, if it, like, rotates? Like a little dog tail? I think that could work pretty well. You know? Maybe a cam on it? What's a cam? Like a camera? Don't know if motors have that power. Cam gear. Hold on. First of all, how would we? Cam is a low. I'm not sure your stepper is going to enjoy that. I mean, hold on. Like, there's an easy way of finding out. We can... Let me just do, like, a really jank setup real quick. Let me just grab some zip ties and some dreams. Does the stepper motor have enough torque to spin a pan? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Simple linkage? Yeah, simple linkage. Honestly, I could probably just hot glue the ends. Yeah, I'm just gonna hot glue this to that. Maybe like here. I'll hot glue it like a bit more down. Okay, yeah. Okay. We just need to see if it's possible, right? I wanted to use a bigger pan. You should probably get some pulleys for stepper motors at some point. Hey, if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears, Gideon here. Wait, is the hot glue gun seriously not on? No way. No way. What? No. No, I didn't plug the hot glue gun in, guys. I plugged the oven in. Oh yeah, for additional context. Okay, it's not on fire. The oven? Yeah. So it's like a stove, sorry. Okay. So again, the idea is if we put it on the surface, so if you turn this on and then put it on the surface, should be okay, right? I'm hoping. Anyways. We need to wait for the hot glue gun. Since there's no spring boot module for this, sorry, I can't help. What's a spring boot module? Of all the things, how's the hot glue gun the one thing you missed? I didn't miss it. I just plugged the wrong thing in. Like, I thought I was plugging in the hot glue gun. Like, you could go back in the VOD and see that. I said, let me plug the hot glue gun in. I just forgot. We just forgot. Just a little. Just as a little treat. Spring Boot, very enterprise, Java backend framework. Okay, give me like 60 seconds. I will be right back real quick. I'm going to make sure. 1 second. Please don't riot. Okay. I'm kind of gonna feel very bad attaching it, but maybe if we attach it like here. Well, the thing is, it needs to be able to reach. Hold on. Let me see what's the closest that I can attach this guy. Okay. Give me a second. He is currently in 16th. Wait, Wolf, how many streams are you actually in right now? You can drill a hole in the handle if you need to. I'd prefer not to, but we definitely could. I don't think you can drill a hole in this. Because isn't this steel? Okay, and then it like pivots around. Okay, I think that will be okay. You can drill in steel. Give me a second. We'll try. We can try. I'll give it a try. I'm not a coward. I'm not sure how I'm going to hold this guy in place, though, while I do it. Remember, if I go to the hospital, it's Goblin's fault, guys. With Ori Strength? No, I have a power tool for that. Let's see. A bit of oil will help. Twitch rule of 2. I'm just making sure this is about the right size. If you can drill a couple of holes in steel, a couple of us would be out of the job. Yes, but I'm thinking that you have to apply force, don't you? And also, this is... It's not, like, thick. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If something goes horrendously wrong, it is Goblin's fault. Okay. Lower gear if your drill has it. So is it like this way? Wouldn't it be higher gear? No, that's the clutch. No, that wants to be all the way up. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I think it's like this. Righty-tighty, right? What direction should it spin in? Should it not spin in the right direction? Okay. Oh, hey, Linus. Linus. It's been a long time no see. How have you been? Guys, I'm not sure if we're getting through. I may have to remove the plastic little grippas. Speed 2 and send it. Okay. I've been doing. Going to dinner with family soon. Just keep fingers clear. I will. I feel like nothing's happening. Hold on. 1 second. How long does it take to drill? How long would it take to drill through it? Yeah, it's not even like denting it. Hold on. Use a smaller drill. I'm gonna see if I have a smaller one. Give me a sec. I think that is my smallest one. Oh no, I definitely have smaller.
It should be rather obvious when you're drilling. Yeah, I don't feel it. But hey, maybe you choke up on a smaller one, see what happens. Hmm. Yeah. I'm not sure about this, guys. Yes. Block of wood under. I am not strong enough for that. I am definitely not strong enough for that. Wolf. Hmm. Can we see the tool marks? I don't know what you mean by that, but sure. That is the mark that it made. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but it's really small. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Come on, focus. Focus up. I think that's... Oh. The tip isn't biting at all? No, not really. Okay, we're gonna have to go with the stupid idea. I have stupid ideas. Also, it's very possible they're for wood. They're ferrite core. Wait, ferrite core? They can't be ferrite cores. Likely insufficient pressure. Well, that's okay. Well, we could try a stepper bit. Look, this surely will work. It's a drill. Guys, look, it's a drill. Surely it will work. It's a drill. No. Without a pilot hole? Yeah, no. That and whatever the fastest speed is. Okay, I'll give that a quick try. After this, I'm probably gonna... Ori, how... like... Okay. One more try. No, it's not going anywhere. Okay. Onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. Okay. Okay. Do you have a texture? Can use it as the initial hole? I'm not sure if I do. And I think just the easiest way, I'm just gonna glue. We're just gonna glue and, you know. We're just gonna glue and say that's good enough. Okay. Alright, hot glue gun should be ready. Hot glue to the rescue. Hot glue is always to the rescue. Hot glue, my beloved. Hot glue, my beloved, will save the world. The only problem is I'm not sure if the hot glue can hold up the... Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. Is the grip silicone? Because hot glue won't stick to it. Nothing will. Yeah. Yeah, well... Yeah. Okay. Alright. We need a solution to a complex problem. I could hacksaw through this. What are our options? I could hacksaw through this. But that doesn't buy me anything. Like, that would let me attach the end, if I hacksaw through it. 3D printed block or something. Thing is... I think I'm gonna peel this guy off and see if we can get it hacksawed at a reasonable place and then use that, like, here. Okay. Is that the best idea? Is that the best idea? Thinking. We are thinking. We do be thinking. I have wood scrap. I have wood, PVC, I have metal, I have metal piping, I have netting, I have foam, I have cardboard, I have everything. I have every common material that you would, like, think of. Generally, I 3D print things last because I'm not good at modeling. So I basically would just have to repurpose the model. Probably a block of wood as an intermediate. Okay, one sec. Let me go get some wood. One sec. Okay. Hello again. I have returned with wood. So, do you guys just mean attach piece of wood here, like as stick, and then attach stick to it? Is that what you guys mean? Or am I thinking something else? Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy cut. No, 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 no. Drill hole in wood. Oh! See, that's why they pay you guys the big bucks. That's why they pay you guys the big bucks. And then they don't pay me. But... like a small block goes hole in the outer top of the block pan, gets inserted on top. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, let me just, like, cut off a small bit here. Mr. Hacksaw. Mr. Hacksaw. See, this time I know better than to use not. We are not going to use a pipe cutter for this part. Mechanical engineers, please close your eyes. Or keep them open if you like abject horror. Either way is... Alright, cowabunga it is. Cowabunga it is. I'm not sure if you guys know that meme, but that's what I'm feeling right now. I leave for 2 minutes and we have wood on the table. Okay, wait. Why is that bad? Why is that bad? Brink, listen, okay? It's not my fault. How else are we going to make a Christmas miracle, okay? I can't even open a box, man. This is baloney. I feel like this is the wrong direction. I feel like this is the wrong direction. The King of Comedy strikes again. In this exact moment, I wish I was a mod. Wait, why do you want to be a mod? Because isn't it supposed to go this way? I feel like this is backwards. Timeout Wolf. I'm not going to timeout Wolf. Mod me instead. Ori, why do you have the saw out again? I have the saw out so I can cut stuff. Is there no. Okay, hold on. Look at this. Oh. Are the teeth towards the metal? Yes, the teeth are towards the metal. So the teeth are towards the short. It's towards the short. Like where my fingers are. I'm aware that's the wrong way around. Y'all get right on that, Chief. I don't even know how to replace a blade. Haha. They call me Ori, Master of Tools. They call me Ori, Master of Tools. Okay, chat. Master of this. No one has called you that. I called me that. So there. Thank you, Wolf. That's why you're the king of comedy. You are the king of comedy. It's Christmas, so I'll let you have that. Thank you. How am I supposed to get this guy attached? How are you supposed to attach this guy? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Struggling. Are we using a metal blade on cutting wood? Yes, we are. I thought they called Ori food on the floor mimics. What? What? Dude, what does that even mean? Food on the floor mimics? Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Yatta! We're geniuses. Okay, there we go. It's only logical after using the metal bit, the wood bit on metal. Thank you, Milk. I like the defense. Okay, this wood looks kind of cheap. I say this with all I can muster. This is scaring me almost as much as you using power tools. I mean, that's fair. Hmm? Again, we're something of a special noodle, you know? I'll have you know I graduated top in my class at Dolphin University. While others were studying mechanical engineering, I was playing video games. While others were going outside and touching grass, I was playing video games and watching anime. And now that you need special. What do you mean special, bro? Also, a metal saw, like, obviously I don't have a sawhorse to put this over. I mean, I do, but, like, I'm not gonna bother. Make us weebs proud. Thank you, Milk. I'm just gonna... I know I'm not supposed to do this. Oh my god, I saw a saw and we must be getting to the serious part of the work. Yes, we're getting to the serious part of the work. Oh my gosh, this blade is never gonna cut. Whew, this is a lot of work, guys. This is quite the workout. Yes, I know it's the wrong blade. Use as much as... Okay. Thank you, Boulder. Oh, also, I was gonna get a new desk. You need clamps? I was actually looking at clamps yesterday. Or not yesterday, on Tuesday. I just didn't like any of the clamps they had. But any clamps would have been better than this situation. Okay, we're like a fourth of the way through. You guys should have seen it when I tried to get through aluminum, by the way. The OSHA certified part of me is looking at this and having a panic attack. Wait, why? What's wrong with it? Holding parts you are working on with your hands is a big no-no. Oh, okay. That's fair. That slip, and it's dangerous. Really? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that's the case. Hear me out, ratcheting pipe cutters. I tried that. Dude, I tried that last time, drop frame. It didn't work out. Gosh, someone's adding me. You're using a metal blade and wood and have no gripping surface and no clamps. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you have a table you can sit on? Hang the wood off the edge of the table so you can entire... Okay, I'll do that properly. You're no fun. The reason why I was trying to do it was so I could do it in a shot. Now I'm gonna have to do it, like, backwards. Okay, okay. Whoa, no, that's... Why is it getting harder to... Okay, I'm just gonna cut it my way. Apologies, guys. I'm just gonna cut it my way. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying, okay? Okay. Oh, on the plus side, guys, I've been playing some Uma Musume. I got my last copy of Kiba-san Black. So I am very happy. I'm a very happy individual right now. Oh! Hi, Reddy! Welcome in! Welcome in, readers. I am Oriana Aura. Don't pay attention to the metal hacksaw cutting the wood. Welcome in. I am Oriana Aura. I am an inventing VTuber. We are currently working on a chat-controlled holiday popcorn maker. Please give me a follow if you guys are interested. If not, that's okay. What were you guys doing? You were doing a holiday special, right? If I recall. Ready. Set. Well, yes. Ready Steady is also a PNG tuber who makes various different stuff. You should check them out if you're interested. I don't think you weren't doing the Lathathon today, though, right? Working on the lathe as always. Oh, it was? Okay, come on. Apologies, guys, if I'm making like sus sounds or something. We're almost through. We're almost through. Promise. Ready still needs a lathe to fix the lathe. Me when I'm already following Ready. Listen, Ready's content's great. He is the Ready Steady. Did you know he's collaborated with both the Ellie Minibot and the OL Labs? He's pretty cool. He's pretty gangster. Some of his work includes the Neurodog. I'm pretty sure he did something for the Neurodog. You did some machining for it, right? Cool, stretching it pretty far. Okay, listen. You know what's gonna stink? If I, like, split this wood whenever I drill a pilot hole in it. I'm gonna be very, 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 very sad if I drill a pilot hole in this guy and it splits the wood. Because I'm pretty sure that can happen. First of all, that can definitely happen. It's still not... I was just gonna break off the wood, but still not enough for me to break it off. Apologies. Dude, I did that after working on a piece for 3 hours on stream. What? Oh, you shattered the thing and then pilot holed it? Oh. Give me a second, guys. Let me replace the battery on the camera. No. Ready, I'm so sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that you split the piece that you were working on after 3 hours. That sounds absolutely terrible. Guys, why didn't I just use my normal saw? Why am I using a hacksaw? Guys, why am I using a hacksaw in this situation again? That's okay. That's okay. We're just a little special. Because it's a hack job, thanks. I appreciate the hack job. Okay. You did it for the content? Cogs, I didn't do it for the content. I didn't do it for the content, I am the content. Learning experience, so you told us you had an enormous law, and then... Listen. We're special, okay? We're just a little bit special, just as a little bit of a treat. I think even a coping saw could have done better. Listen, I'm pretty sure a seesaw could have done a better job than we are. This is what we like to call a severe case of severe brain damage. Okay. Okay, gonna drill a pilot hole. If I recall, this is... Yeah, this is about the right size. But we need a smaller bit. Make sure to drill slightly undersized. Okay. We'll pilot hole with my smallest drill bit that I have. Gee, are you or you? Or you too. I think you're doing great. 10 out of 10 entertainment. Okay, but what about on technical work? On technical work, are we 10 out of 10 right now? We're 10 out of 10 on technical work, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? Right, guys? You'd suggest me... Come on. You'd suggest me to your boss, right? Like, I have this VTuber that needs a job. If we're making a good trading video. Sorry, I was slightly off. There we go. Hello, Topocato. Welcome in. We are struggle bussing. Of what not to do. Listen. Listen, I'm trying, okay? So, I think we're just gonna put this at the dead center, right? Pretty sure it's dead center. Supposed to go slow. Okay, pilot hole. Pilot hole's fine. Step up. Do not use VTubers as technical advice for anything OSHA and anyone with a half-functioning brain cell. Listen, okay? They don't make me OSHA trained, okay? I'm not even forklift certified. Guys, I'm not even a human half-hybrid dolphin certified, half-forklift certified, okay? It's rough out there. It's rough out there for a player. She isn't OSHA trained. She's ocean trained. Exactly. I can get you a forklift certification. I have my trainer cart. But are you a certified dolphin? What if I said no? Also, the hole is cattywampus. Which is kind of depressing, but... How can I be a certified dolphin if I'm not even, like, full dolphin? Was it cider or chocolate, by the way? It was cider. It was cider. Still drinking it. Remember, guys, cider plus power tools. This is not alcoholic. The certification depends on if it was the mother or father. I think it's easier to say lore-wise that my mom is the dolphin and my dad is the human. Cinder? What? Wait, what's wrong with Cinder? What did Cinder do? Sorry. One sec. Need a second glove. Second glove, second glove, second glove, second glove, second glove. How is this popcorn maker? Oh, that's so funny, K0038. Planned? I don't have a plan. Oh, this is completely on our own, Chief. Ooh, what? I feel like we need a vice. Yeah, we might. Shouldn't you be in bed? No, Alex has permission to watch. It's holidays. Seriously though, why is this struggling? Didn't we recommend a Vice a month ago? I literally looked at Vices on Tuesday, guys. I just didn't like the selection they had at Horror Freight. Is it on high speed? Would likes it fast? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it was on high speed. Okay. Stop messing with the clutch? No such thing? Okay. I could try a smaller hole. Hold on. It's funny how many code bugs are streaming now. Is that as fast as the drill? It sounds pretty slow. I'm not 100% certain, but I believe that is. Smaller drill bit. Maybe like you. Is it spinning backwards? No, it's spinning forwards. It is definitely spinning forwards, I promise. I've tried both, but might have a low battery. Okay. I'll go check the battery real quick. Hold on. I'll be right back 1 second. Oh, also, guys, I got the most Americanized. Okay, so do you guys know those little, like, plastic candy canes that come with, like, candy inside of them? Like, they sell them at, like Walmart and Target and other grocery stores. Oh, it was dead. That's why. Okay, guys. You've seen candy. You've seen candy in a cane. You've seen candy in a cane. Get ready for Slim Jims in a cane. Yummers. Absolute yummers, right? Right, guys? Like, I like Slim Jims, don't get me wrong. Okay. Yes, those are meat sticks. We don't have a Yummers emote in the channel, the most important. I'll make a Yummers sometime. Okay. No, I did not pull out welding rods. Listen, Leganet, they don't let me have that. But part of me says that's a hate crime. My candy cane is full of malware. Okay. Oh. Oh. See? And then this guy gets to go helicopter. Okay. Okay. Then it goes helicopter, right? Great success. This is what we wanted, right? Now we just need to get glue in there. Okay. One sec. Also, guys, if there's ever any emotes you want, just please let me know. I will get them so long as they're within, like, reasonability. I won't get any sus emotes, of course, but I will get, I will get other stuff. Oh, okay, Cogs, that's sus. I don't get sus. I'm not a hussy. I am not a hussy, guys. I'm a say-so streamer. I'm not a hussy, okay? I'm not your I'm not your what is the thing? Lewd tuber or something? Not a hussy takes off her coat. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's gonna stay on. Helicopter, helicopter. To be fair, you did tick 18 plus on your streamer. If you're going to become a lewd tuber, I'm going to eat my wood cutlery. Cutlery? I'm not, okay? Don't worry. If I ever become, like, a lewd tuber, call me out on it as well. Like, there are multiple things that I've said just, like, tenties, maybe? Tenties. Tenties? Tenties? I can't believe this is an 18 plus stream is getting a hussy emo. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not a hussy. I am not a hussy. We are not a hussy here. Say so is what you not say so, and the things you do, what you do here is called tool soft. Okay. We've seen the toggle. 10 ties. They're into fashion, 10 ties in their closet. Is that a thing? Wait, is that a thing? Why would you need 10 ties? Do people actually have 10 ties? No, I was joking. Okay. Alright, let's just go ahead and see. Just need to power you up real quick. Wait, are you guys... Wait, is your guys' work forced... Are you guys forced to wear, like... Wait, but you guys are engineering staff. A majority of you guys are engineering staff. Why are you guys wearing ties to work? Why are you guys wearing ties to work if you're engineering staff? Fintech. Okay, that fintech makes sense. Dude, they just, like... Okay, so one time we had like a customer type person like touring our lab one time back when I was at a different job. And at this job, we had like an inside joke with the coworkers. Like we were all like relatively fresh out of college and stuff. We had a good noodle board. We had like a good noodle board, and whenever we did something good, we would get like a little sticker on the good noodle board, and we just like made this up out of nowhere. And one day a customer was coming in to visit us, and then it was forced to be brought down. Sorry, I don't know why I said that, but anyways, derpy engineers do derpy engineer things. Alright, this guy should spin. We just need to make sure it spins. Did the customer see the good noodle board? No. Dude, they made us... The adults came through and were like, all right, put up your, like, they came through, they went to our little part of the lab area, and they, like, looked at our lab area, and they're like, okay, guys, what the heck is this? And it was, like, a good noodle board. And we were forced to take the good noodle board down. And then we also had a chess set on the side, because I don't know, we did, and it was like, the chess set can stay, but the good noodle board has to go. Better than the time I was trash talked. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this guy plugged in. Running. You do know crayons are for eating, not drawing. Yes, I do. By the way, when did you start with your education? What are you exactly, an electrical engineer? No, I'm a software engineer. Oh, thank you so much for following, Shadow8779. I hope you like your time here. Welcome in. And if you don't, I'll cry. Hold on. Software engineer. What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean? How could they ever be upset with the Good Noodle board? It even has a good in the title. Exactly. Dude, exactly. Also, that was the team that just like... Hold on. Okay, so we're not getting anything. That's plugged in. That's plugged in. Those be plugged in. Those be plugged in. D5 is plugged in. Okay, hold on. We need to see if this is getting power. It will be a pretty quick check. No, it's not getting power. Why are you not getting power, little guy? Tell me your woes. Sing and me muse the tale of Odysseus. Okay. White ties, I imagine it's harder to sound convincing in a swimsuit unless you're a dolphin engineer. Yeah, exactly. Don't call me short. I'm not short. Again, I've gone over this. I'm not short. I'm not going to say my actual height, but I'm not short, okay? Okay? And I just need you guys to trust me. Okay. For some reason, this guy's not powering on. That is power. That is power. Okay, that's there. That's there. That's there. Seriously. Okay, my only guess is that these aren't properly connected. But they feel connected. There we go. Uh-oh. 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 It seized. Alright, let's go back to the code real quick. I'm going to update our code to push over something else. Yeah, this is a Rutro Raggy. This do indeed be a Rutro Raggy. But that's okay. Reich Roinks, you know? Sometimes you got to be okay with the Reich Roinks. Nothing big. I think I may just be pulling on the supply just a bit too hard. So, real quick, what I'm going to do is this and this. And re-upload. Again, just reducing it to its components. That's not good. That's not good. They expect perfect noodles. Listen, I am a perfect noodle. I'll have you know I'm an exceptionally good noodle. There are noodles who wake up who wish they could be as good of a noodle as I am, okay? Okay? The top ramen of... No, I'm like the Michelin star restaurant, okay? I am the Michelin star restaurant of VTubers, okay? You guys come here only for the finest of noodles, okay? Whatever that means. Okay, listen. Come on. Come on, guys, give me this. Please, 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 please. Anyways, it's uploading. We are waiting. You're waiting, you're waiting. The Michelin star restaurant, yes. Yeah, I'm soba at least. Thank you. Thank you for respecting. Yes. Good. Okay. Code's updated. Let's go ahead and see if it spins. We're just looking for it to spin. Should just spin. Come on. Why aren't you spinning? Well. What? Okay. Hold on. I need to comment another thing on. I see you do new stuff so often. Do you ever finish projects? Yes, we do. K0038. We finish almost every project we work on, I would say. We have like an 80 to 90% success rate, roughly speaking. The only time that we scrap projects is whenever it would require a complete like rebuild or redesign. But yes, we finish a vast majority of our projects for sure. And it's 3 streams on average, that is correct. Spin. Or if it involves hippos. We don't talk about the hippos. We don't talk about the hippos. Okay, cool. Looks good. Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about hippos, okay? We all know the rules. We know the rules, okay? Rule number 1, don't be weird, champ. Rule number 2, don't talk about hippos. Okay. So, I just realized this doesn't happen. Like, what are we expecting here? Like this? Let me try something temporarily before we go with a more permanent solution. Zip ties, zip ties, zip ties. How'd you know I was getting out zip ties? That pan could make a fine omelet. Listen, that pan's gonna make us a fine omelet, okay? Listen, you're telling me a chat fried this? What is that supposed to mean? Feature creep, I go over the top, and if it doesn't work, I'll just cry. Almost burned down my room, at least I added a fuse now. Yeah, exactly. What? But yeah, we do. We may want to make it wiggle before we put the pan on. Nah. Nah. Goblins, think of the content. Think of the content. But goblins, the content. You must be content-brained. Okay, I'm putting the zip tie on backwards. Not exactly the sharpest noodle in the noodle drawer. It's okay. Okay. And then I just need I need one more zip tie. Hold it in place. Oreo's stuck on noodles today? New deals? I don't get it. What's new deals? Noodles. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna, like, hang this guy up. Oh, this is such a bad idea. This is such a bad... Oh, no. 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 Well, you guys were wondering if it had enough speed to power it. You guys were wondering if it had enough speed to power it. Oh, dude, it's also like cattywampus. It's great. It actually moves very easily. Like, I'm applying a very small amount of force. Okay. You might want to add a counterweight. We might end the actual thing. But again, it should just be going back and forth and side to side to, like, kind of stir itself. This is just to agitate it, really. Plan to make the wood into an arm to stir the pot. Why didn't I think of that, man? Why didn't I think of that? We could have just done that. Why didn't we just do that in the first place? I can see the future where you get hit by Pan. Listen, just because we get hit by a little Pan doesn't mean anything goes wrong, okay? Yeah, like look at it spin, guys. Also, this feels so good. Like, to spin right now, this is like the best fidget toy I've ever had. This is like the best fidget toy I've ever had. Oh my gosh. Anyways, let me cut this guy off and then continue. Okay. I mentioned this option before, but have you never seen a stovetop popcorn maker? No. I have not. Like, I've seen it in theory, but no, I've never had one. Listen. I'm a good little OSHA violation, okay? A little OSHA violation as a treat, okay? Listen, when I apply at Twitch and give them my channel, I'm going to link that exact moment, unsafe but fun, Topocato, and they're going to look at it and like, wow, we need to hire this engineer. Just imagine what they can do to our servers. I mentioned this earlier, but have you never seen a stove popcorn maker before? Yeah, no. Maybe you can take your new fidget toy to work. Dude, my coworkers already call me weird. I don't need them to call me even weirder, okay? They already think I'm weird. I don't need to be weirder, okay? Okay? Enjoy the popcorn chat. Yeah. Have a good time drinking. Merry Chrysler. If their servers ever need hot glue. Listen, if they ever need a new feature stood up, I am their person, okay? I am their dolphin. Okay. I know I shouldn't talk about safety here, but I see pans getting hot, you keep burning fling hot sugar, and you gotta burn, you make magic smoke. Don't worry, K0038. I am going to make sure this is safe before I actually use it. Again, I won't ever do anything that's like actually unsafe on this channel that would do anything more than like give me like a bruise or like a small cut. And like the entire time I've ran this channel, I've only gotten like small like paper cuts and like bruises, small bruises or burns. Nothing bad, nothing bad. Plus I'd just be doing this on my own. If anything, this is safer. My previous company. What? You are an inspiration. Thank you. Okay. So we need to essentially figure out what a half a rotation is on this guy. We are just going to adjust the code until we get to that point, and then we want to make it go back and forth. So easy enough, right? She ate the pancake. I did eat the pancake. I at least tried it. Listen, when your kids slave, when your chat slaves over a water pancake for you, when your chat slaves over the stove for a water pancake for you, you at least try a bite of that water pancake. Okay? It's not acceptable otherwise. first things first, let's see where we're currently at. And then we can scale it from there. And then we will also need something to change the direction. By the way, why do your coworkers think you are weird? Did you do something? I just am very blunt at work. So, like, if I believe something's not going to work, I'll like, straight up tell them that it won't work. And then, I guess, yeah, I'm a little bit of a weirdo, to be perfectly fair. I don't know. What do I do that's weird? Chat, do I do anything that's weird? I mean, I stream. They know I stream. They don't know my stream, like, name or anything, but you may be a little weird, but it also makes you very endearing. Listen, I try my best. We try our best here. All right, let's see how much it rotates. So again, we're checking how much the screen guy is going to rotate. Should be 10 seconds per path. Is that just once? I think that was just straight up once. Is that once? Was that once or twice? I can't tell. There was one where your coworkers at work. There was one story where you asked passerbys at work if they agree with you with no context. Yeah, I do that all the time, though. Like, my other coworkers would say yes, just my current ones don't. Is that one or two? Why can't I figure out if that's one or two rotations? Why is that messing up my head so badly? I think it's one. I think it's one. I think it's one. Hello? Okay, it's two. It's two rotations. It's two rotations, I'm pretty sure, because I felt the sticker twice. Yeah, it's twice. Okay. Okay, cool. So we're doing exactly two rotations at the moment, so this is going to be pretty easy. What we are going to do is switch it to, like, a singular rotation, so it's just this number divided by 2. What's wrong here is this doesn't make sense to me, but just make this a singular revolution. Boop. Keyboard, Mr. Keyboard. Okay. I go to my workers when they have Reddit open and call them a slacker. They know full well I do the same. Listen, again, like, most of the time I'm all alone in a lab, just kind of vibing. I mean, you know, I do work, I promise. Like, I feel like I do work. Like, I get great performance reviews normally, I'm pretty sure. Sure? What do you mean, sure? I get great performance reviews. I got promoted this year. I'm getting multiple patents. Like, surely I'm doing something right? Like, surely. Okay, single rotation. Cool. Okay, listen, just because I Naruto run around the room when I'm by myself, it does not mean anything, okay? Who never Naruto runs around a room, okay? Okay, have you guys never just Naruto run to the Sonic music around the room? No? 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 Okay. No worry. Can't say I have, but I like sitting. Yeah, I also listen to VTuber music at work, but we don't talk about that. I mean, I do that too. Yeah, but I do it over the speakers. You actually have to be careful when you're Naruto running, because if you put your arms too far back, you can hurt them while you're running. Don't ask me how I know. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and reduce this guy down a bit more. So I think we need it like 90 degrees approximately. So we'll make it 45 degrees first, so we'll do whatever. How do you know? Oh, well, because I've hurt my arms doing it, of course. So 360 divided by 1600, so if we do 1600, which is how many steps it takes for it to do a full revolution, and then we divide it by 360, that's number of degrees, it is 4.44 degrees per. And then what we want to do is we need to make it whatever our degree is going to be. So it's this times 45. So 200 steps. So if we make this 200 steps, it should be 45 degrees. Let's go ahead and double check that that works. I'm just going to push over the code real quick. And again, I want it to go 45 degrees because we're going to go 45 degrees one way and then probably 90 degrees in the other way. Actually, what is the best way of doing that? Yeah, it's just going to be 45 degrees back and forth, actually. Wouldn't it just be 1600 divided by 8? Probably. That is indeed 200. Oh, is that the crying, oh, okay. 1. 2. 3. Okay, I think that's fine. Alright, so now we need to make it go one way or the other way. Apologies. However, we are currently at time. So what I am going to do is, I think this is a good point to call it. So I'm pretty sure we will be finishing this on Friday. By pretty sure, I'm almost positive. Chat, quick poll. I have been calling them floor mimics, but what do we call their mimics or slimes? Slimes? Anyways, so yes, so we are going to end stream here. Who should we raid today? Or who should we raid tonight, you know? Is there anyone that you guys in particular would like to raid? If not, I'm gonna start looking. But I will be again streaming on Friday, which is in 2 days, at the same time, and we will probably be finishing this project. So on Friday, we are going to quickly add the back and forth for this, and then add in the actual chat integration and the testing. And it should all be done on Friday, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I am not seeing any suggestions on who to potentially raid. Okay. Heavenly Father? Sure, we will raid Heavenly Father. I have never raided Heavenly Father, but we shall raid Heavenly Father. What is our raid message, guys? Raid message? Do we have one? It's okay. We don't necessarily, like, need one. Who? Lamau? He's cool and I was cool. Okay. And again, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. And I will be in the Discord briefly after. So, yep. Alright. See you guys later.